It doesn't taste like a ding dong. It tastes a lot better.
It is steaming hot. Cheers. Hello everybody, welcome to another video. Today we are going to eat our way through Warsaw, Poland.
This is the second part of a Polish food tour. We already made a video in Krakow. If you haven't seen that, make sure to check it out. But today we're in Warsaw, and since there's so many amazing things to eat and drink in Poland, we couldn't just make one video. So let's eat some more.
We're now going to start our Warsaw food tour at a place called Pyzy, flaki, gorące. And as the name suggests, two of the items we are going to try are in the name. So if you're Polish, I'm sure you can recognize which ones. I'm going to start with the flaki, which is a beef tripe soup. Now, I'm sure to some people, tripe does not sound the most appetizing. If you do not know what it is a cow's stomach, or at least one of their stomachs, because I'm pretty sure they have four. We have had tripe soups and stews all over Europe, including in Hungary, in Romania, all over the place. I can't say that we've ever had one here in Poland, so I'm looking forward to this. It also comes with this side of bread. I feel like this is the chunkiest tripe stew we've ever had before. I'm gonna try to get everything in one bite. It is boiling hot, it is steaming. So let's see if I burn my mouth off. That is absolutely delicious. And without a doubt, this is the best tripe soup, tripe stew that we've ever had, for sure. I know even Anya's gonna like that. She's not that much of a fan. This is amazing. The tripe doesn't have a strong flavor. It's not organy. It just melts in your mouth like butter. That is really good. Super beefy, absolutely delicious.
That is actually super nice. The tripe is not chewy, and I think that's the reason why I often don't like tripe soup, because it's kind of like really chewy and bouncy and you can't get through it with your teeth. This is like melt in your mouth. Definitely the best tripe soup I've ever had, and I would order this again. I also really like how they come in these little jars here. It's really cute. I'm gonna try it with some bread. I feel like this was gonna work really well because the tripe is really buttery, so I think it will be great on bread. This is delicious. Apparently people in Poland have been consuming this since the 14th century, so a very long time, and it used to be the favorite dish of one of their kings back then, and I can understand why.
We also ordered a drink called oranżada with our food, which is a Polish soda. I'm not even really sure what the flavor is. We actually do try this in an upcoming video in our Polish snack video, so make sure you stay tuned and check that video in the future. Super sweet. Even though the name is called oranżada, it doesn't really have any orange flavor. So I'm not really sure what the flavor is. Please, Polish people in the comments, let us know. Delicious though.
This bottle is super cute, and apparently this brand at least has been around since 1948. It looks like they probably never changed the label. So weird, a little bit bubblegummy. They have two other flavors, orange and red. Don't know what those are. The next item we're gonna try is called Pyzy, which is, I guess, the first part of the name of this place. These are potato dumplings, and I think they're usually made with either raw potato or a mix of raw and cooked. And you can get them filled with meat, quark, mushroom, or just plain. And at this place, it's either meat or plain. And I think we got the plain ones, but we got a topping of Praga-style beef. That meat is delicious. The dumpling is basically just like this sticky potato dumpling. It's, as I said, quite similar to German potato dumplings, but it's a lot cuter. And the meat is delicious. It's really like nice and soft.
At this restaurant, you can get these topped with all sorts of different things. You can get them topped with bacon and grease, with onions. You can get them topped with turkey and mushroom. You can get a wild mushroom pesto and all these different things. But we decided to go with the beef goulash, as Anya said. All right, I got myself a dumpling and some meat. I absolutely love potato dumplings. They're one of my favorite sides for any German meal, Austrian meal, or any Eastern or Central European meal. If there's potato dumplings, I'm gonna get them. They're really bouncy, they're a little bit stodgy, as British viewers would say. That's why you really need that meat with it. Something to lube it up a little bit. Because on their own, maybe they're a little bit boring, a little bit dry, but with the meat goulash, good combination.
We decided to order the ones without meat because we already had similar dishes and pierogi with meat, so we wanted to see what they're like. When we ordered them, we were actually recommended to go with sour cream or with bacon and grease. I think these ones would be a little bit better with the filling. Because of that, we got a tub of sour cream now, so we can mix it together and see what that's like. So I got some meat, some sour cream, and some Pyzy. That makes it like so much more delicious. The sour cream here is so good too. It's like so rich and creamy and stuff, like way better than like in North America, to be honest. So now we came to the next place, which is called Afera na Szpitalnej. I think that means a fair at Szpitalnej Street, but I'm not sure. I don't speak Polish. But we're going to start with some Polish cider. I've never had Polish cider, I don't think. They only had it in bottles, but let's see what it tastes like. It tastes really sweet, actually. It tastes like apple juice with a little bit of alcohol. It is 4.5, so it's like a normal cider strength. Yeah. I don't know what this brand is called. Polwitrovny or something? Maybe not. I don't know. But it's delicious.
And I got myself a beer. I think the brand is Okosim. And we got ourselves 3 more Polish dishes to try, so we're extremely excited. I cannot wait for this food to come.
The first thing we're going to try here is called bigos. This is basically a bunch of cabbage or sauerkraut mixed with different meats. I think Polish sausage and spices and things like that. I've already had this before. It's delicious. Let's see if this one is as delicious as the one I remember. I feel like it's not as sour as German sauerkraut, and that's why I love it. This is so much better than German sauerkraut, and I'm German, but this is perfect. I always like a little bit of sour cream with this, but even without it, it's delicious. It just tastes so like cabbagey and meaty and kind of sweet, kind of sour. It's just perfect. And it comes with bread. And this is good bread.
This is actually probably one of our favorite Polish dishes. We always get this whenever we come to Poland, and I am looking forward to trying this one. There are big chunks of sausage in here, obviously lots of sauerkraut, lots of cabbage. Let's give this a go. It is steaming hot. That is so hot, burned my mouth off, but it is absolutely delicious. A little bit sweet, a little bit sour, a little bit meaty. I do think I like it with a little bit of sour cream on top too. I think the sour cream on top just adds something a little extra, but this on its own is still amazing. The next thing we're having is krokiety, or at least that's how I think you pronounce it. And as the name suggests, it is a croquette, a Polish croquette. Except it doesn't look like the sort of croquette that you would get in Spain or somewhere else. It almost looks like it's rolled. And we've actually had these before. We got them at the grocery store and they were filled with mushrooms. I'm not quite sure what this one is filled with, but I guess we'll find out. It's also served with this side, this cup of beet soup. I don't know if anything's in it, but it just looks like a mug of beet broth. Interesting. Polish people in the comments, let me know. Is this something that you would normally have with croquettes? Oh, this one is definitely not mushroom. It looks like it's filled with meat. Kind of like the same kind of meat that you would see in pierogi. Let's see. Just as I thought, this is filled with the same kind of meat that you get in a lot of meat pierogi. It's really good. It's super crispy, a little bit chewy. I really like this one, and it's definitely better than the one we had at the grocery store, for sure. All right, I'm gonna also try a little bit of this beet broth. I don't know what the hell is in this. It has this really dark purple color. I think I'm gonna burn my mouth off. Oh, that's really good. It's like drinking a beet compote. It's really beety, a little bit sweet actually. Sweeter than I expected. This is really good, and it's actually a pretty good pairing with this croquette.
This roll is very different than the ones we had in like the Netherlands or in Spain, because it actually looks like it's some type of wrapper, maybe an egg roll wrapper or something. That's something I read online, which is really different. I'm actually gonna dip this. Ooh, I hope nobody sees me. It fell apart.
People in the comments, please let us know. Are you supposed to tip this or is she just a moron?
I think this is a dish that exists together. I found it online, like croquettes and borscht, basically. It said like it was a winter thing or something. I don't know. It's good. This is delicious. Definitely so much better than the one we had from the grocery store. The wrapper is a lot softer than that one was. And the meat here I like a lot too. It is a bit different than the one we had in the pierogi because this seems almost like it's, I don't know, lighter, like chicken or something like that. Probably isn't, but I like this. This is probably one of my favorite croquettes, the kind of style with this wrapper.
Totally.
Let me just try the soup on its own. Yeah, it's so weird. It's almost like a mulled wine.
Mulled wine?
Beet mulled wine without alcohol. Yeah, it's so weird. It's so good, actually. I love it.
Somebody on Reddit actually suggested this dish. I made a post asking people what dishes should we try when we come to Poland, come to Warsaw, and krokiety was one of the ones that they said you have to try. And they said that not many other people feature in the videos, but it's a Polish favorite. So we had to try it. And I am glad we did because these are freaking delicious. The owner here is super nice. He said that all the food here is made by his mother, and this here is some Polish vodka, lemon vodka, and it is made by his father. So this is a very family-run establishment, so you should definitely come here and check it out. He gave us these for free, super nice, so Nostrovie, let's try this out. Homemade vodka in Poland. I don't know if we've ever had any yet. Oh. It's amazing. It tastes like frozen lemonade because it's nice and chilled. You can see by the color of this glass. That is so freaking good. I could drink a whole jug of this, I swear. It's delicious.
So another thing we have here is called Kiszka Ziemniaczana. Probably said that wrong, but it's a potato sausage. I've never heard of that in my life. We actually came here for a blood sausage. They didn't have that one, but instead we got this potato sausage, and apparently it's filled with potato and bacon or pork, things like that. It's in a pork intestines, and there's like, I guess, potato mash in it? I don't know.
It looks so good.
It's kind of yellow. I've never heard of a sausage like this before. It comes with ketchup and mustard, some bread and some pickles, and it seems very mushy, but then you do have this like glistening casing on the outside. Let's get some mustard and ketchup. That is so weird. It tastes like a sausage. It has like all these spices that you normally know from a sausage. I didn't actually taste any like big chunks of bacon. I think there's like kind of small ones I can see here.
Does it taste like potato?
Yes, but I feel like only because I know it's potato. If you gave this to me and didn't tell me, then I don't know if I would be able to guess it. Because it tastes more like a sausage, but then the whole inside is basically potato from what I can see. So it's almost like they made this potato just taste like sausage. But it's very delicious and very unique. I'm glad we got to try this because we had blood sausage in other countries. I'm sure the Polish one is unique too, but this is something I've never had, so I'm really glad we have it. I like how whenever Polish people try to be nice to you, they give you vodka.
We love vodka.
It's so kind of thick. It's actually quite strong though. I always think with these like flavored ones, it's not as strong. A lot of the time they don't feel like it, but this does. It's delicious though. Like limoncello.
From what we read online, this type of potato sausage is specific to a certain region in Poland, but I think that they also eat them in Belarus, in Russia, in Lithuania, and other places like that. As Ani said, we've never had this in our life. I've never even heard of it before. I think that the blood sausage had buckwheat and all these other things that kind of made it unique to Poland. But as she said, didn't get to try that, but this is a great substitute. I'm gonna try it with a tiny bit of mustard. It almost tastes like a liver sausage a little bit. It's kind of mushy inside. It's got the snap on the outside from the intestine. It does have a little bit of salty bacony kind of flavor. I wouldn't say that it necessarily tastes like potato, but it is really good. And served with some pickles. One of our favorite things to get whenever we come to Poland is this. And this is honey beer. I think the first time we had it was in Poznan, and we had it on draft at a communist bar. And ever since then, we absolutely fell in love with it. And every time we come here, we have to get it. I don't think we've had it on draft ever since, but we came to a place called, I think, Piw Paw Beer Heaven. And they had it on draft as well as like, I don't know, million other beers. I don't think I've ever seen such a massive selection of beers. It's kind of insane. We came during a happy hour, I guess, and I think this was only $3 or something like that, which is crazy. So, Zdrowie, cheers.
Cheers.
It is so good. I haven't had honey beer, I don't think anywhere else in the world. It is so sweet, it's so easy to drink, and often it's actually 5.5%, and it definitely does not taste like it, but it's freaking amazing. It's so delicious.
It's so sweet, kind of like beer, and you literally just poured some honey into it. That's what it tastes like. I feel like wannabe honey beer. Like recently we've had some in Canada that said it was honey beer, but it wasn't. It just tasted like normal beer. This actually tastes like honey. Like, you can't deny it, it's delicious. We also have another beer, which is a Polish wheat beer. I don't know which brand it is, but the label looked pretty old school. This one's good too. Kind of tastes a bit fruity and acidic. But yeah, this place is super cool. It has all these bottle caps all over the walls. I don't think there's any piece of the wall left untouched. Pretty cool.
Let's try this. Delicious. I feel like one of my go-tos is always wheat beer, pretty much anytime we're in Germany, but I guess now in Poland as well. And one cool thing about Poland is that it's actually the third largest beer producer in all of Europe, which is pretty awesome. But if you are ever in Warsaw, you need to check this bar out because it is super cool. Horror movie posters, bottle caps, artwork, awesome, awesome spot. And happy hour. Cheers. So we just so happened upon a grocery store and we found this item here called Rurkas Crema. And we actually talked to a local a second ago and she told us that basically the Rurkas means pipe. That's why it's in the shape of a pipe. It smells like a waffle cone. If you've ever had a waffle cone from an ice cream stand, that's what it smells like. It's filled with this whipped cream and it looks absolutely delicious. She said that this was something that she grew up with. She had it before school and sometimes she'd come home after school and her grandpa would give her one after school as well. So apparently it's pretty traditional and it's something that people here in Poland love. We actually saw our friends Christy and Steve try one of these in their Polish videos. So if you don't know who they are, go check out their channel as well because they make a lot of really good videos as well. Let's try this out. It smells really, really good. That's really good. That is exactly what it tastes like. It tastes like a waffle cone with some really sweet whipped cream inside. It's very simple, but it's delicious.
The woman that we talked to, she actually said that this one looked quite high quality, while some other ones I've seen in the picture, they looked a little bit more like they had like more of a cheaper type of waffle. So I'm excited for this. This is so much better than Brandon made out to be.
What do you mean? I said it was delicious.
This is like a really nice waffle cone. If I got this in ice cream, I would love it. And the inside actually tastes like ice cream. I feel like it tastes like ice cream that's not cold.
So whipped cream?
I mean, that's what it said online, but still, like, it's really nice. Like, I like it. It's like a, yeah, like a warm ice cream, but the ice cream is so solid because it's like with cream kind of form. Like, and the waffle cone is delicious. We just got this at this random grocery store. They make good Rurki crema or something like that.
I feel like the bad versions would be like the crappy ice cream cones that you get whenever you go to like the more styrofoamy ones.
Yeah.
And then this is like a
I've
waffle
seen that.
cone. Yeah.
This one is like high quality.
Really, really good.
Yum. Oh, yeah. We now made it to a final spot. This one's called Pierogarnia Syrena Irena. And we actually came here for desserts, but they have so many amazing things on the menu, so we couldn't help ourselves. And we ordered this, which is called Chłodnik. This is apparently a beetroot soup made with, I think, probiotic yogurt and kefir and boiled eggs and herbs and all types of things. And it looks so cute. It looks like a dessert. It looks like a strawberry soup or something.
It looks straight out of Barbie.
It's a Barbie soup. There's so many like beetroot and herb chunks. That is so interesting. It tastes kind of like a really, really leafy and crunchy salad dressing. It's really delicious. Let me get some egg. This is really, really yummy. I read online that this is really good for a hot summer day. People will eat this, and I can totally understand this. This would be perfect when you're like super hot and you just need something to cool down.
I have to assume that the Syrena part of this restaurant's name means siren, which, if you don't know, the siren or the mermaid seems to be the symbol of Warsaw, the city. There's actually two different mermaid or siren statues throughout this city. We visited one of them earlier, but very, very cool. This soup looks so chunky. This is not quite what I expected. I'm pretty sure that they have a very similar soup in Lithuania. I don't know if it's the exact same, but it looks bright pink just like this, and it is eaten during hot summer days. Let's try this out. It looks very herby. I agree. This totally tastes like it could be some sort of salad dressing. It's like really cool, like it like refreshes you when you eat it. I feel like it has cucumber in it as well. So like it's got like the cucumber, the beetroot, fresh herbs, really nice and chilled. This is a great summer dish for sure. Now we are moving on to the desserts, the final part of this video. We are going to start with a cake called Wuzetka, and we searched high and low for this cake all throughout the city. We went to like a dozen bakeries, all these places that were meant to have it, none of them did, until we finally found this place, a pierogi place of all places. If you don't know what Wuzetka is, it is this chocolate sponge cake. It's got a chocolate layer, a whipped cream layer. It's also topped with this marmalade, and this cake is apparently from Warsaw, which is why we wanted to try it. It looks really good, and it seems like it's topped with maybe a cherry. We've been trying to track this thing down forever, so it better be good. All right. Got myself a nice bite with everything on it. It's really light, really chocolatey, pretty sweet. I feel like the marmalade on top makes it really sweet, but it's not too overpowering. I feel like this is a really light dessert to end such a heavy food tour. Really, really good.
The fork pretty much just glides right through it. It kind of tastes a little bit alcohol-y almost. I'm not sure, but it tastes like infused. That marmalade, I think, penetrates like the top layer. That's what I've read, that there's like marmalade just under the chocolate as well. And this cream is actually quite light, but apparently it's 36%, or at least it's supposed to be. But yeah, this is a lot better than I thought it would be. I thought this kind of looked like a ding dong in America. I don't know. I guess if you're American, you would know what I mean. It doesn't taste like a ding dong. It tastes a lot better. I really like this jam, and apparently this cake has been around since the late 1940s. I'm really glad we found it. This is yummy. Better than I thought. We actually tried to find this cake, which is called Zygmuntowka cake, I think, which originated in Warsaw and has all this cream on top. It looks really cool, but we couldn't find it. Nobody has it. I don't know. So instead we got Sernik, which is Polish cheesecake. Apparently the difference between Polish cheesecake and American cheesecake is that it's made with twarog, which I think is similar to quark or cottage cheese, because German cheesecake is also made with quark. That's what I grew up with. This actually looks quite similar to a German cheesecake. This one has edible flowers on top, and also this sugar layer and a little crust on the bottom. This looks quite similar to what I grew up with. That's delicious. I feel like it tastes very similar to what I know, but it's a little bit more dense. So a little bit more heavy and almost maybe more similar to American cheesecake, but this one I could eat a whole piece of, but American cheesecake I can't, so I prefer this type of cheesecake. I've also never had one that has this sugar layer on top. This is really nice.
Something funny about this restaurant, which I think that we have to mention, is that they have a freaking robot working here, like you see in Japan. Very strange. I don't think I've seen that anywhere in Europe, so pretty cool. It's also very cute. It has a little smile and stuff. I prefer New York style American cheesecake. Typically that is what I grew up with. Not the biggest fan of German cheesecake, but I'm sure this is gonna be amazing. It looks really good actually. Whoa, yeah, this is more dense than a German cheesecake already. I'm not sure what the crust is made of. In North America, it would always be made of graham cracker. This looks like it's maybe something different. I don't know. That is delicious. I think Ani's completely right saying that this feels like almost an in-between between German cheesecake and American cheesecake. It's very sweet, especially that crust on the bottom. This is absolutely delightful, and this is the perfect way to end this Warsaw food tour. But we actually do have one more thing.
This place is actually really cool. It kind of reminds me of a milk bar, and the prices are really low. For everything we ordered here, we only paid 60 zloty, and we actually also got 2 glasses of sparkling wine, because today they had a deal where you get 2 for 13 zloty, which is, what, $3 for 2 glasses? So,
It's pretty insane.
Cheers.
Cheers.
This is the end of our video. We love Polish food, and everything we ate was super amazing. I think Polish food is probably one of our favorite cuisines in Europe, maybe the favorite cuisine in Eastern Europe. So yeah, we're very, very happy after filming this video.
But make sure to stick around, because that is not it for this Poland series. We actually have 3 more videos coming up, including one in Warsaw, one in Wrocław, and a snack video. But that is it for now, so please give this video a like if you liked it, write us a comment, and by far, the most important thing is to hit that subscribe button. But that is it for now. See you all in the next one. Bye!